fascinating how where you live
Mm.
and, well, how you live
Hmm.
can dramatically impact how long you live.
You really care.
Whether it's diet, healthcare, or your social network. I mean, the secrets to longevity are truly global.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into life expectancy by country in 2025, looking at the latest global health stats.
There's a lot to unpack there.
We want to uncover why some nations, thrive in longevity and others struggle, and what surprising factors really shape how long we live.
Yeah, some of it might surprise you.
We've reviewed the sources, global health reports, insights on those unique longevity hotspots to bring you the important nuggets.
Ready when you are.
So let's set the global stage then for 2025. What's the big picture? What's the global average looking like right now?
Okay, so the estimated global average life expectancy for 2025 is sitting around 73.4 years.
73.4.
Yeah, and that number, it's a crucial baseline because, as you know, averages can hide, well, quite a lot of variation, huge disparities between nations.
Right, that makes sense. A solid benchmark. But yeah, it definitely masks the full story.
Yeah.
So who are the front runners? Which countries are consistently top in the list for 2025?
Well, if we look at the very top, Japan continues to lead. Their estimated life expectancy is around 84.8 years.
Wow, 84.8.
Then you've got Switzerland, close behind at about 84.3 years. Singapore at 84.1. Australia, 83.7. And Iceland rounding out the top 5 at 83.5 years.
Correct.
What's really striking is just how consistently these nations show exceptional health outcomes year after year.
Those numbers are incredibly impressive. And, universal health care seems like the obvious link for many of them.
It's definitely a factor.
But it's tempting to think that's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on? What are the less obvious ingredients these top nations excel at beyond just good hospitals?
That's a great question. And you're right. It's definitely more than just healthcare. Although, robust universal access, absolutely foundational. Look at Japan or Australia or even Norway, which always does well on health metrics. They all have universal systems. Everyone gets needed care.
Right.
But it goes deeper. Diet is huge. Not just what people eat, but sometimes how they eat.
How they eat.
Yeah, like in Okinawa, part of Japan, they have this concept, hara hachi bu.
Oh,
Eating until you're 80% full. It's a cultural thing, mindful eating. Helps prevent overconsumption in a way that's, different from just counting calories.
That's interesting.
And it contributes to really low obesity rates in places like Japan and South Korea, too.
Makes sense. What else?
Well, physical activity levels are key. High levels. You see it in walkable cities, societies that are sort of designed to keep older people active, engaged.
Okay.
And crucially, strong social cohesion. Robust support systems for the elderly. This isn't just about, formal care. Studies show strong social connections can actually reduce stress hormones, boost immune function.
So it's biological too.
Absolutely. It helps people not just live longer, but live better. And even things like education levels, greater income equality, they play a positive role too. It's really a holistic picture.
That's a really comprehensive view of the success stories. But then you flip the coin, and the picture is so different.
Drastically different.
What about the other end of the spectrum? Which countries are facing the biggest struggles with life expectancy, and what are the stark reasons for those differences?
Yeah. On the other side, the country with the lowest estimated life expectancy for 2025 is the Central African Republic. It's around 55.1 years.
Just 55. That's a huge gap.
It's immense. And other nations like Chad, Nigeria, Lesotho, they also rank extremely low. The reasons, sadly, tend to be consistent.
What are they?
Pervasive poverty, ongoing conflict, which just disrupts everything, and severely limited access to even basic health care. These are systemic issues. They create an environment where just fundamental well-being is constantly under threat. Longevity becomes an immense challenge.
The contrast is just so stark. It really highlights the impact of stability, economics, politics.
Absolutely.
But then you hear about these fascinating places that almost seem to defy the odds, these blue zones. Can you tell us a bit more about those? What are they exactly?
Well, yes, the blue zones, they're fascinating. Imagine places where living to 90 or even 100 plus isn't some rare exception. It's just kind of normal.
Really?
Yeah, that's essentially what blue zones are. Specific regions around the world where people consistently live significantly longer, healthier lives. Not just a few individuals, but it's common. They're like living proof of longevity principles in action.
So where are they?
The best known examples are Okinawa in Japan,
Okay, we talked about Japan.
Sardinia in Italy, the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, Ikaria in Greece, and interestingly, a community in Loma Linda, California.
California.
Yes, largely made up of Seventh-day Adventists. It shows it's not just about geography, but lifestyle and community practices too.
Wow. It sounds like these zones really embody that mix of factors we discussed earlier, the diet, the social connection activity.
Exactly. But maybe amplified, deeply embedded in their culture. They really show what's possible when all those elements come together naturally.
It's pretty inspiring. Now, let's shift gears a bit to more recent events. The last few years have been, well, turbulent.
To say the least.
How did the COVID-19 pandemic specifically impact life expectancy trends? Did it cause a fundamental shift?
Oh, it absolutely did. The impact was significant, and we're still seeing the echoes.
How so?
Well, take the US, for example. Life expectancy dropped quite dramatically, from around 79 years down to about 76.4 between 2019 and 2023.
That's a big drop.
It is. And the recovery projected for 2025 is very slow. It really shows the immediate toll. But beyond direct deaths, the pandemic unfortunately widened the existing health gaps.
Between richer and poorer nations.
Exactly. It exacerbated those pre-existing inequalities. And another critical thing that emerged, or perhaps got worse,
What's that?
mental health challenges and lifestyle diseases, things like diabetes, obesity. They've become increasingly key factors affecting life expectancy now in this sort of post-pandemic landscape. It shows a shift in the global health challenges we're facing.
That's a sobering point, but important.
Yeah.
Okay, looking ahead then. What emerging trends are you seeing, let's say for 2025, that might reshape how we think about longevity? Any big innovations on the horizon?
There are definitely some exciting developments changing the conversation. We're seeing a real rise in longevity biotech startups.
Right, anti-aging research?
Exactly. Advanced anti-aging research. Things like CRISPR gene editing, the molecular scissors for DNA,
Yeah.
and epigenetics, studying how our lifestyle can effectively switch genes on or off without changing the DNA itself. Both are trying to target the fundamental mechanisms of aging.
Very futuristic stuff.
It is, but there's also a growing and I think really crucial interest in health span.
Health span, not just lifespan.
Precisely. It's about the quality of those life years, not just adding years to life, but adding life, real vitality to those years.
That makes a lot of sense.
And finally, AI. AI-driven personalized medicine is gaining serious traction. The promise there is tailoring treatments, preventative measures, right down to your individual genetic makeup and lifestyle. That could be a real game changer for extending both how long we live and how well we live.
So, as we consider all these evolving trends, maybe the ultimate deep dive now isn't just about how long we might live, but more about how vibrant and healthy those extra years could actually be, and what role innovation will play in helping us get there.
That's a great way to put it. It shifts the focus, doesn't it?
It really does. Well, this has been an incredibly insightful deep dive into the complex and fascinating world of longevity. It really makes you think about our environment, our choices, and where science might be taking us.
Glad we could cover it.
That's it for this deep dive into life expectancy. But next up, we shift gears into something a lot more high-octane, the UFC showdown that's been setting the fight world on fire. In our next episode, we unpack the epic rivalry between Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. Don't miss it, it's knockout content.